Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a really, really long time since we've been around. And I just wanted to thank you guys for coming back. I know we've been gone for a minute. There's been a lot of other things going on. And I wanted to thank you guys for being here. So I didn't even know things were coming up. Let's be honest. I didn't know MAUL was releasing this quickly, and I found out from a friend, and all of a sudden it's Sunday night, and Star Wars is releasing content at midnight on a Sunday night. So I feel like we have to get in here and do a little pre-show, do a little bit of chitty-chatty, and just kind of enjoy the moment before we get into what looks like 2-episode premiere tonight, which ought to be fantastic. So I'm super excited for any of this that's anything we're going to see tonight. I mean, the speculations are really all over the place. Everybody has their own idea, and I'm very curious to see where we go with this. I mean, from what I understand, this content has already been picked up by for a second season, from what I understand. These are conversations I had last night, and from what I understand, this show has gotten approved for a second season. So hold on a second. So we're only a couple minutes in. I noticed something isn't right, and I have to correct something real quick. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've streamed, but it looks like we got some upgrades to the studio. So I wanted to mention this and show you guys this, because I was really excited about this when I started going through everything tonight as I was setting up for the stream, because you guys know how long it's been. But we have a new font, which I thought was really interesting. So here in the yard, and this is going to be a little bit of techie talky, but here in the yard, we have the ability to now change our font, to upload our own fonts to the stream. And this is great because we have our hollow and we have our regular Star Wars fonts here in the chat, giving us our awesome titles. So this is great. It's really interesting news. Oh, look, we got a friend coming in. I got to make sure that we have everything going the way we have to. Oh yeah, okay. So let's bring our friends into this. Wrong one. Oh, there we go. There it is. What up, dog? So I was just showing everybody. I don't know if you were paying attention right now, but like I got the ability to add our font for our letterhead is now
that's pretty fucking cool.
Star Wars lettering. I thought that was pretty great. So I went ahead and put that together. And I'm using it. Yeah. So interesting stuff. I was just fooling around. I haven't been in the labs in like forever now. And so I jumped in the labs and I was like, "Ooh, what's new?" And all of a sudden here we have the ability to upload our own fonts. So now we can use Star Wars lettering in Outline. And because we are streaming in a couple different platforms, I'm going to change it to a solid, because we're vertical too tonight. So what's up, dude? Busy night over at the boxing, huh? Pretty fun time.
Oh yeah. I mean, it went by quicker. There were some knockouts.
Good. Well, all we do is work. So
Indeed.
it's we've been away for a while. I've been away for a while, specifically trying to get things done in another area. But yeah, you were the one that told me that MAUL was releasing tonight. I was completely unaware that we were getting a new show tonight.
Me too. For a little while, I thought it was coming out tomorrow night, and then all of a sudden, nope. It's
here. That's crazy. I didn't expect them to release on a Sunday night at midnight and 3 a.m. East Coast.
On Easter too,
on Easter Sunday. Super weird. Like, you were probably better off releasing it at midnight on Saturday night so people could watch it with their friends and family on Easter. But I don't think they're going to get a lot of premiere views tonight. Just saying. So, Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I haven't caught very much at all. Like I know there's I know the basic backstory of what's going on. I know that we got the time frame. We've discussed this last night.
Yeah.
We know the time frame. This is after in between Clone Wars. Last last known location of Maul was taken off in a clone era um, transport ship, and then the next time we see him is when he meets Ezra on Malachor. So
Is that or is it technically Solo?
I think Solo's. Well, I mean, that's yeah. I mean,
He would be with Crimson Dawn still, right at that point.
I guess technically it would be Solo. Um, I guess technically it would be Solo because he wouldn't. Would it? Because
That's what I'm trying to.
if you really think about it,
I'm pretty
wouldn't
sure.
Solo.
When you see
No,
him
no,
on
no,
the,
no. Wouldn't Solo be before we see him in Clone Wars because he tells the Syndicate to go into hiding?
no, because Han is like a full grown man at that point.
Yeah. I mean,
Which, like, I guess
how
it
much?
could
I
be
mean, I
young
guess how
too.
much older than Luke is he?
That is the
You know,
question.
I mean, we don't really know how old he is.
I think we do, and I just don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I mean, it probably is in between. So maybe it's a Kira, timeline. Like we're gonna see an animated Kira. Maybe we'll see obviously, I think I think the if I'm not showing it, I think what I mean, the trailer showed animated Dryden Voss, right?
Does it? I think it did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the trailer.
I know
showed
there's
like
a lot of other crime syndicates and stuff too.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
So this seems more like well, that's the funny thing because during the Clone Wars, right? The last time we saw him in Clone Wars, he was telling everybody to go into hiding. So is he going to start visiting these people, after he escapes to he needs a place to hide? I'm not really sure because he's got to hide from the Inquisitors also, right? Like that's also
sort of. And then we know he's technically still with like the MAUL DeLoreans, if you will,
right
from the trailer too. So and technically he still has the Darksaber. He does.
Right. I mean, that's that. He didn't lose that until Rebels.
Yeah. So I mean,
Well,
there's a lot of stuff we can see in this show. Plus, I think it's going to be. It was already confirmed for a second season.
Well, he never really goes back to he never really goes back to Dathomir, is what it is. So we have to see him go to Dathomir, see that everybody there is dead, and then leave create his little shrine, leave the Darksaber there, and then go on his mission probably to Malachor. Because we know he takes his Mandalorian fighter to Malachor because Ezra brings it back. I'm sorry. He still has it after Malachor because Ezra brings it back from Tatooine. So he's definitely going to go hang out with some Mandalorians because he's got to get that Mandalorian carrier, right? At some point, he's got to ditch the clone ship and get his. So, I'm curious. There's going to be.
I don't know how he gets stranded.
Well, I mean, he's being hunted. I mean, I think that's going to be a large portion of the show. Is we're going to see, not only are the Jedi being hunted, but he's being hunted, and so. We see that in Rebels where they're hunting the Shadow. Why do they call him the Shadow? Probably because he keeps disappearing, right? We know he doesn't. Well, we don't know, but I can speculate that Maul doesn't kill the the Inquisitor Ahsoka kills later, right? Because I think they tangle, because we see that in the trailer, I believe, or on the poster also. That face, the like cone face.
Oh.
Inquisitor that Ahsoka kills in the short, or in the
Yeah.
Tales of the Jedi.
Is it cone or is it like a?
It's like that white face, like a
Like a crow almost or something.
yeah. The one who just turns
Kinda,
into nothing,
yeah.
right? Who kind of deflates.
Well.
He kind of deflates, right? He just
I
like
was gonna say the other one turns into nothing. He
no,
turns
the
into
other one
smoke.
turns into smoke, and so I think we're going to see Malrock also in this.
Yeah, Marok is, I believe, in this.
Right.
I think
So we're
they're
going
trying
to
to
see.
say that those are two of the first Inquisitors, maybe.
Well, we see them in the class of Barris, so yeah, they are actually. We see them in Tales, in Barris's story.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think they're probably the first group that was released from prison or contracted to hunt Jedi. But they're not only hunting Jedi; they're hunting. We know they're hunting Maul. I don't know how long. But Palpatine has known about Maul on Mandalore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
I don't know if he heard about the capture because he was too busy. Like, I am the Senate. So I don't know if
He probably heard he died, but I'm sure he doesn't believe it.
well,
He can feel it in the Force.
the same way that Vader doesn't believe Ahsoka's dead, right? Or the way, I mean, she kind of pulled hers off, right? Her and Rex kind of pulled that off, I guess, but Maul obviously didn't. So we're gonna get some of this filler stuff. This is fun. It's fun because it's kind of like the Dooku Tales of the Jedi, right? We get that story of like who erased who could have erased the data files in the Jedi archives. Well, now now we know. We watched Dooku do it, right? So like, I think these are fun and entertaining ways to fill in some of the gaps in a creative way, right? It's not just like, oh, here's this, there you go. It's a fun way. So
yeah, it is. It's cool, and the stories are good.
Well, I mean, so far the Tales of the Jedi story, or Tales of the Jedi, the Sith, the Empire, those are really great stories, even though they're really short. I was hoping they were going to do the Ahsoka novel a little better than they did. I was hoping we were going to actually get some more depth and context to that, and I'm hoping that Dave was saving that for the second season of Ahsoka, that we might get some flashbacks in live action.
I feel that.
I hope, because there's like,
low key got to skedaddle because I got to figure out a Disney Plus thingy real quick.
Do you, man? We're good. I'm gonna go through. I want to go through what's on StarWars.com while we have like 15 minutes, and I'm still waiting for this to show up. So I haven't decided if I'm gonna stay and watch the whole show yet. So
I feel that.
We'll see. But yeah, go do you.
For sure. Enjoy the show, everyone.
Later, man.
Peace.
So yeah, let's see. Let's drop you out of there. Let's go ahead and take a look at share screen. Yes, that one. Okay, so let's bring this guy over here. So we got a little bit of StarWars.com background real quick as to how they're kind of promoting this show. I didn't really get a real, you know what I can do. You know what I think is better? I think it's better if we do this. I think this might be better. Let's try it. Let's stop sharing. And let's stop sharing. And then let's let's do this. Yeah, and let's do this. Okay. It's a little better. It'll be all right. Let's see. So they describe this kind of, let's get some more detail. Let's start there. So they kind of describe this as a, let's see, the official trailer. This was on March 16th, so this wasn't too long ago. A new official trailer. I didn't watch the official trailer, which is better for everybody because I don't know what's going on. Let's see, special trailers arrived. All of the. So let's turn you off and let's just go ahead and do it the way we were doing it because I think it's better. Okay. So, there we go. Oh, you shouldn't have turned off. You totally did. Okay. So we have, let's take a look at this. Lightsaber clashing, Inquisitor fighting, would expect from a tale from a former Sith Lord with a tactic for revenge, a Jedi Padawan, and her master adrift without an order. Okay, so let's see. From Lucasfilms, embark on a skewered on a laser sword by the fiery Maul Shadow Lord logo. The trailer promises Imperial Inquisitors like the Crow, that's what they call him, and Marok on the prowl, plus epic battles. Okay. So, inspired by unknown periods in Maul's history, which we talked about earlier, the series is the series creator and Lucasfilm president and chief Dave Filoni has spent a long time considering how to continue Maul's storyline after the end of Star Wars Clone Wars. Maul is a character that's our responsibility, Tony Filoni tells StarWars.com. George Lucas and I had some talks about Maul over the years and what his plans for Maul had been. And so I felt it was a way of honoring that future, and we're going to have and finally bring some of it to light. Yeah, the latest poster art is, let's see, Maul is lit by an artificial ignited lightsaber. There's a Padawan, a Jedi Master, the Mandalorian. Yep. Oh, so now here's another thing. Are we going to get any of like maybe the armor being crowned or watching them take some of the Mandalorian kilns or the are we going to see them move and take those off of Mandalore or off of Concord Dawn? So might be some the Mandalorian connecting tissue here. We're gonna get some Zach Brack brothers. Let's see, Scheme Scoundrels. Okay, hovering in the dark side, wearing Okay, with the Star Destroyers looming overhead, prepare to enter a world of Janix in the early years of Emperor Palpatine's reign. I wanted the style to be a bit more aggressive, a bit more edgy, a bit more painterly, and everything we had done. Filoni adds about the animated style of the series. I wanted the renders to be reflective of Maul and his aggressive nature. Everything a bit more chewed, a bit more expressive than it was in Bad Batch and Clone Wars before it. So it's an extension of that style, but just a little more intense. Okay, I'm digging that. I'm digging all of that. In the beginning with 2 episodes. Okay, so premieres tonight. Then there's some on May the 4th. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Really? Oh, a finale on May the 4th. I thought they okay. Well, that sounds awesome. The cast includes Sam Witwer as Maul. That's great. That's the most important thing right there. And I think that's okay. So the full schedule releases as such. April 6th, we'll get the first 2 chapters. The first episode is labeled Dark Revenge. The second one is Sinister Schemes. So those are the first 2 we're going to get tonight. Then we will get Chapter 3, Whisper in the Unknown. Chapter 4 is Pride and Vengeance. Then on April 20th, we will get Inquisition, which is probably when we'll meet the Inquisitors. Night of the Haunted is probably when he goes back to Dathomir and sets up his little shrines and leaves the Darksaber there. Chapter 7, Call to the Oblivion. And then the Creeping Fear is Chapter 8. With on May the 4th, the finale being number 9, Strange Allies. Ooh. I bet you May the 4th, Strange Allies. I'm going to call it now. I'm going to say it. I'm going to remove this because I'm going to say this outright. Early prediction. Just so we're on the same page. Early prediction, May the 4th, Chapter 9 is actually going to be Strange Allies. And in my forethought, my instant, the first thing I think of when I think of Strange Allies is going to be Ahsoka and Maul meeting up again. And then this is going to boomerang back to when we see their meeting on Malachor. And why he refers to her specifically, number 1, as Lady Tano, right? And number 2, because she might under that line, about not being a Jedi. And then number 2, running away again, Lady Tano. Running away again, Lady Tano, a quote from Rebels. That's the one that I think those 2 quotes are going to be because of Stranger Allies on May the 4th, Chapter 9. So that's my prediction outright. We're going to see Maul and Ahsoka together again on May the 4th, Chapter 9, Strange Allies. And these are going to directly boomerang back to the Rebels Malachor scenes at the Sith Temple. And that is going to be when they fight or when they're about to fight and Ahsoka runs away, right? And that's why he calls her Lady Tano, because he refers to her maybe as a Jedi, and she's like, I'm no Jedi. So he makes probably a snide comment saying Lady Tano, and that's why when we see him on Malachor, he refers to her as Lady Tano, and why he asks, running away again, Lady Tano. That's going to boomerang back from that May the 4th episode. And then Chapter 10 on May the 4th is just labeled Finale. So there's a lot of juice in there. There's just in the titles, there's a lot of stuff we can already kind of see what's going on. I'm really excited. We've got about 5 minutes till air. Now, I don't know. I'm super hyped. I got to be honest. I'm not going to lie. We'll go through the chat real quick. Oh, dude, does it do your guys' chat too? Oh, dude, that's so dope. No way. Oh, bro, that's sick. Have you ever watched the Left Behind series? I have not. I don't know what y'all talk about, but it's going to go down. Yeah, it is going to go down. It's going to go down pretty hard. What up? Just so you guys know, if you guys are hitting it in all caps, this specific Star Wars lettering has a little bit of a dislike for caps. It kind of shifts the caps into an interesting, specifically the O's, kind of take a twist. But yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm super hyped. I'm with you. I'm super excited about what's coming. Now look, for the people that have been here a bunch, for the people that are giving this a rewatch as we get closer to the premiere of the show, I want to reach out to the not only the members real quick. Take a second for you guys, but also take a second for the new people here. I haven't been around for about a month and a half. I've been trying to get my race car up and running for some events going on this year, so I've really had to take a bite at a time being here talking about Star Wars, even with MAUL coming up, even with season 2 of Ahsoka coming up, even with Mando and Grogu coming up. I've had to take a little bit of a step aside. I had to kind of prioritize a little bit of time away from the channel, but I can't lie about how excited I am, about how hyped I am, about how obsessed I am about this content, and about how excited I am about this show. Right, there's a lot of people that are really down on Star Wars as a whole. There's a lot of channels out there that are really all about dumping on the content as a whole, and that's not what this place is about. If you're new here, if you're just showing up, that's not what this place is about. This place is more of a lighthouse in the darkness of Star Wars. This is a place where we come to kind of lay it out, suss it out, talk about it, give it its fair due, and not prejudge because it's a Disney content or because it's an animated show. Both of those things get dumped on quite a bit. And to be honest, in the current era of Star Wars, if you're not following the animated content, the live action stuff is going to have holes for you. And you're going to complain that there's plot holes or this, that, and the other. And it's not going to be good for you. So these kind of shows are really beneficial to fill in gaps where live action just doesn't fit, right? So we're really in this time where these animated shows, much like Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Sith, Tales of the Empire, all of these shows give us a little bit of filler, and you know, it's definitely something that I appreciate Dave Filoni as the current creator in chief, as the current George Lucas at Disney Lucasfilms. I'm really excited for the direction that he's trying to take the IP. It's hard out there to please everybody, and I like that the current era of Star Wars isn't trying to please anybody. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of rumors. I try not to get into any of that. I try not to spoil things. I'm not a leaker. We're not trying to do that here. This is more of a place to enjoy the content without judgment. So yeah, I am really excited. Star Wars politics, welcome. I am really excited. No spoilers here. We're really not that kind of those buttons get me every time. Yeah, I am excited. I'm super hyped. This is definitely something that we are that has been, you know, kind of hiding in the background for a long time, and so I haven't been following anything. I've been trying to keep a super low profile. I really don't watch trailers in general for any movie that I'm interested in watching, just because I feel like trailers give up too much of the story that you're looking to find. For me, it's more of they give the best parts of movies and shows away in the trailers. I try not to be a part of that, so I really don't trailer watch here. I really don't. We really don't do scoops and leaks and all that stuff here. We really try to keep it very real and low key. We try to keep it positive if we can. Now, I'm not going to lie. There are moments where we absolutely have to dump on something that they're doing if it's not done right. But I still show a lot of hope for a lot of shows that people have given up on. I think there's still a lot of gold in The Acolyte. I think there's still a lot of gold in Kenobi for a second season. I still think there's a lot of gold in a Boba Fett season 2. So I still have a lot of hope for these shows. I still have a lot of hope for for this content and for this IP. I haven't given up. This must be what it feels like to be part of the rebellion, part of you know, the Jedi out there surviving in the wilderness. Oh, it's out. Oh, see, it's 12:01. See, you guys are keeping me honest. So let's do this. Stand by real quick. that still out of focus? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, so let's bring us back to life. Okay, so we're going to let's see. Chris Villeneuve asked if he would direct Star Wars. He said it would take massive balls. Yeah, yeah. For real, it definitely is something that takes a lot of balls to give it the justice it deserves. If anybody could do it, Christopher Nolan can do it. I just watched a James Cameron thing about bees on Disney, and if you watch that, if you've got to watch anything that'll make you feel good and bad at the same time, yeah, get your timers up. Yeah, yeah, get your timers up. We're going to, yeah, I mean, screw it, I'm up. Might as well do it. So we're gonna do this in a different way. Here's how we do this. Here is we set this up so that you can see my reaction, and here's you can't really see the show, but there's stuff going on. So let's go ahead, give this a reload. And there it is. Brand new right here in the corner. See, you can't really see what's going on. So it's like, what are they going to do? All right, let's give it a look, right? Chapter 1, Dark Revenge. Now, the only thing I have to do is I have to make sure. Let me pause this. I have to make sure you guys can't hear that. So we are going to go here. We're going to go here. There. And there. You should not hear that anymore. Let's give it a test. Let's back it up. And let me know if you guys hear that. But you shouldn't. What up, Steve-O? I saw you playing earlier. Let's go. Excellent. Thanks, Steve-O. It's cool, droid. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. Oh, there's that OG music. There's that music from the OT trilogy. Sick. That's a great intro. Dark Revenge. I mean, wouldn't that be bad during this time? Because aren't they going to metachlorine test everybody? Just saying. It's a dangerous little droid. Here we go. Motivation. I wonder how long this has been. There's the Mandalorians. There's the Mandalorians we were talking about. That little fish is dangerous. That was a short joke. Jedi sleeping outside in the rain. That little dude is dangerous. Protecting the criminal. Are we going to get another mall hallway scene? Hello, apprentice. Maul meeting his new apprentice. Uh-oh. Hello, apprentice. Oh, here it comes. It's a good first episode. Yeah, I'd say okay too. That was a really good start. Really good start. Yeah, it's really good, man. It's a really good start. Let's see how this one goes. We'll skip this recap. I like the intro. Sinister schemes. I like how people are just falling. Meow. They're just running people over. Mandalorians. still want to know how long it's been. Uh-oh. It was gritty. Oh, short. Well, well. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I am not going to lie. That looks pretty good. Um, so what? They're Ooh, that was good. Yeah, a couple of good episodes. We're getting into I like that it's I'd like to know exactly how long it's been since the Clone Wars. That is one thing that I would like to know. Let's see, what does Steve have to say? Steve, um I like digging the story. Animation is top. Maul is looking great. Yeah, it's got that Clone War feel. Like Dave was saying, it's a little grittier. It's a little, a little more dark, a little grimier. It's made to be underworld, so it's definitely got that look. Um, I like how ruthless Maul is. I like how much they're showing how he is basically just taking his, getting his, like you said, first episode Maul's revenge. Second one is his schemes. So I like where they're going here. Let's see how the other episodes continue to gain traction. But this is really good. This is a really good start. This is like I said, I've got my predictions, and I'll lay them out one more time real quick. Um, I think we're gonna get that Ahsoka Maul scene, that Lady Tano running away, Lady Tano. I think those digs are gonna come into play here. Aside from that, I don't, I could see him killing off pretty much everybody. So I'm curious. We were talking about this earlier. How does he get to Malachor? That's a big part of it. We see Crow and we see Malrock in this here pretty soon. Is this going? Like we were asking earlier, does this become Darth Talon? Is that who this young Jedi turns into? We know that Sith prefer to turn Jedi because they already have a skill set. They just make them stray away from the path and then use their emotions rather than their logic. So I'm really eager to see where this goes. We might get some Jedi and Jedi action here pretty soon, but both, according to this, both Maul and Ahsoka are both presumed dead at this point, and I'm curious how long it's been since we see Ahsoka and Maul's last battle. So this show has a lot of promise. I'm really digging everything they're doing. It makes me very happy that this is where we are, and yeah, I'm digging it. I'm really, really digging it. I haven't I haven't seen. I mean, this was great. This was right up there with Bad Batch. This is right up there with Clone Wars and Rebels. I'm really digging it. So I'm liking that this is gonna, grab a little bit of this, little fiber of this, and grab a little fiber of this, and then connect these two. That is the Clone Wars and Rebel Maul. I like that. That's what they're doing. Do they have another battle? I think Ahsoka and Maul have a battle. Yeah, here in this, definitely in this storyline. I think that's a definite 100% because the first battle, Ahsoka didn't run away, and he didn't call her Lady Tano. He referred to her as Ahsoka Tano. But in Rebels, we hear him call Ahsoka Lady Tano, and I believe, because at the time she was a Jedi, she was Padawan Tano, right? Now she is to him Lady Tano, and so I believe in this show, whether it's first season or second season, I believe we're gonna get a Ahsoka Maul meetup, a little fight, and then she is going to maybe run away when Vader shows up. Maybe that's how that whole thing is going to play out, because I know that we are going to see Vader versus Maul. That's why he is so afraid of Vader on Malachor. He knows he can't defeat him by himself. So I think we're going to get a lot of the Dave Filoni Clone Wars and the Dave Filoni in Rebels, and they're going to connect a lot of that tissue with Maul and Ahsoka and Maul and how he gets to Mandalore. And I think we're going to see that conversation as to, we might even get Ahsoka's iconic line saying, I am no Jedi, right? That could be something that's coming, I believe, in possibly the episode called Strange Allies, I think it is, or Unfamiliar Allies or Familiar Allies or something like that. The first episode on May the 4th. I truly believe we're going to get an Ahsoka versus Maul fight, and then he's going to, call her a Jedi, and she's going to use that iconic line because it feels like in Rebels when she meets Vader, that's not the first time she said that. So it's going to seem to me, I totally expect to hear that iconic line, "I am no Jedi," and I fully expect to hear Maul kind of make a snide remark because he's going to call her Padawan Tano or Jedi Tano or something like that. And she's going to, I am no Jedi. And then he's going to make a snide mark calling her Lady Tano. And then during their fight, Ahsoka is going to escape or egress and retreat. And that is where that iconic conversation when they have their battle on Malachor, their quick 5-second battle, he mentions that running away again, Lady Tano, right? It's a dig. Everything he says is a dig to Kanan, to everybody, right? Because that's just his way, is to try to provoke you and try to antagonize you and get you off balance with his wit, right? Because he's very witty. So he's trying to bait Ahsoka several times, and my guess is she retreats, runs away. Maybe as Vader approaches, she feels it and runs away. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm very interested to see where this goes. Like a couple of people have said earlier, this feels very much like George Lucas's original idea for the sequels, potentially for Maul's character. Witty Whitmer. I'm really glad that Sam came back to do this. There's so much good in this right now. I'm hoping this stays the course. I'm really looking forward to seeing Dathomir. I think that's going to be a big part of Maul's storyline going forward, because I want to see the Darksaber. I want to see him create that little cave, maybe, or at least put the Darksaber there. Give us a how it got there kind of thing, because that's one of the things in Rebels that I would like them to string together is, how did we get the Darksaber to Dathomir for Sabine Wren to pick up and then bring back into the fold. So there's a lot of good stuff here. There's a lot of pearls. There's a lot of brilliance in this. Dave Filoni is exec producing, so I have no doubt that this is going to be just as good as Ahsoka, and just as good as the rest of the stuff Dave's been involved in. Again, when you're sitting at the right hand of the creator, you figure out how all this stuff works, and it's a big deal. This is a great show, great start. I'm looking forward to seeing what the grift on this is and what the other side has to say about this. But so far here at the Lighthouse of Star Wars, I'm digging this. This is great. I'm not saying that we're going to do live watch parties every single Sunday night. I can't guarantee that. But what I can say is we will be sure to get to you within a day or so, looking forward. So I'm looking forward to this series. Make sure you drop a like and a comment down below. Make sure to come back anytime. We are going to be here more this in the coming month as this show airs, as Mando and Grogu comes into the fold, and as Ahsoka releases. We're going to be here more prevalent. I know it's been 6 weeks, but we will be sure to be here on a weekly basis, no matter what, to talk about the Shadow Lord Maul and moving forward, get back into the fold. So thank you guys for being here. Anybody who's been here today, thank you for being here. Anybody who watched this on the aftermath, thank you for being here. Be sure to get down there. Hit the like and subscribe if you've never been here. If you want to be a member, we're going to get back into the membership stuff here pretty soon. In fact, members are going to get an exclusive behind the scenes into some of the lifestyle stuff we're doing. So be sure to click down, get your memberships down, and subscribe and like. And as always, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. We know you have many choices when you look at Star Wars content, and we always appreciate you joining us. As always, don't forget, spay and neuter your pets. Help control the pet population. It's more important than you realize. And as always, say what you got to say today. Tomorrow is not a guarantee. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Make sure to do everything you want to do and say today. If you love someone, tell them you love them. If you hate them, tell them you hate them, but don't hold back. Be real, be now, and be in the moment, because life is short. Take care, everybody. As always, may the Force be with you. Thank you for being here. We look forward to next time. Until then,